Ben, you've had a somewhat mixed season through injury, but are you feeling confident now going into the back end of the season, knowing that the playoffs are coming up and you're getting into the squad again now?
Yes, it's been pretty testing throughout the year, but I've had a good run of games towards the back end. I've had the last 5 or 6 where I've been selected and got quite good game time and built the game time up into the performance. So I'm glad to be involved. Especially this part of the year where it's the business end and it's the playoffs and a bit of do or die rugby. That's good.
And you certainly put in a strong performance against Saints on Friday. We certainly seem to be losing that hoodoo that we used to have with them. Now we've got an unbeaten run at Langtree Park.
Yeah, it's the massive games for the club. We always get a good following. We've had a good following every time that we go to St Helens, and it's good to get the results like we have been doing. Also the performance though, I think, was especially pleasing. It's a good stadium and it's a good rivalry that we have with St Helens, and to come away the better side and with the 2 points is a good bonus, especially when it's secured second place for us.
We've got a trip to France this weekend. How's the preparation different knowing we've got a sort of a journey there and the weather and the different conditions to contend with as well?
Yeah, it doesn't, there are obviously different factors that go into the game, and you do have to look at them, and the club do the most that they can to provide for us everything that we need. And I think this time round that we're flying on a Friday and playing on the Saturday, so hopefully the fact that we're just there and there's not much acclimatisation that you have to do, it's just you get there and we'll hopefully get the job done and then straight back on the Sunday. All the guys have straight into recovery and making sure that we're fully prepared for the travelling and everything that you have to, like the added factors that you don't have in a normal home game or a local game like St Helens, which is just down the road. And
the Dragons are a difficult team, especially at home. They've had a bit of a mixed season, but they seem to be finding some form now, don't they, going into the playoffs?
Yeah, they're a big set of forwards with very good attacking halves and a lot of pace out wide, and when they do perform, they can put a very strong performance in and come up with a great result. And we've got to be very wary of that and try and nullify it as best we can, and put our front foot forward, and hopefully that'll lead us into dominating the rest of the game and hopefully getting the result.
And a win on Saturday would actually mean that we have 41 points, finishing second exactly like last year, so it shows consistency within the team now as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not ideal. Second place wasn't what we set out at the start of the year for, but obviously the consistency there, which obviously Warrington had been missing a bit in the past. Obviously the last few years we've started to find that, and we're up there a lot of the time and we're getting the results, and I think there's still areas to work on, and by no means it hasn't been a perfect year. We strive for, and we set out with different aspirations of what have come. We wanted to reach the Championship final, we wanted to win the league and obviously the grand final, but that's big ones obviously still there to play for, and we'll be very focused on making sure that every effort goes into achieving it.
And do you think the experience we've had now in the playoffs will help going forward? We've obviously had a taste of grand final defeat the first time, but they sort of give you a bit more to strive for this time out.
Yeah, most definitely. I think every year we've experienced a little bit more. We've got a taste here and then a taste a little bit more. And last year we got the final, and obviously the disappointment was a horrible feeling. And there's nothing you can do for that off season. Then it's like once that game's done, the grand final, it was like, okay, well your next game will be in February, so you've got 4 or 5 months to stew on it, and you just wanting to put right what went wrong and to get back on the field and achieve that. So to hopefully get to the point again, it's been a taste there that all the boys loved the occasion, although we came on the wrong side of the result. I think the occasion itself, playing at Old Trafford, what it meant to the town, the club, the fans was, and even your friends and family and ourselves was massive. So to have that taste of what it was like, but to fail, you can only imagine what it'd be like to actually achieve and to win. So I think it's definitely a goal for everyone.
And finally, just from a personal point of view, you've extended your contract further with the club, so you're obviously looking to secure your place here now, and you're obviously happy here and settled.
Yeah, you know, the opportunity came to, I already had one more year I think it was, but to extend my contract, and you know, I was made up and sort of bit the hand off at the opportunity really. I've been here all my career really at Warrington, through, you know, that the start off where, and all the transition that it's made through told me, you know, where the club's going and where it's been is pretty exciting, I think. And you know, it's going to be an interesting couple of years with the transition that, you know, a lot of older players leaving that we're starting to see now, and you're getting to that point, and I think it's going to be, you know, a good time to be involved with the club, and you know, a new challenge in itself, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And you know, it's practically a second home to me now anyway. I've lived here, you know, I think it's the best part of 16, nearly 10 years coming up, so you know, it's my home really anyway, bar for, you know, my mum will kill me for that, but you know, I'm just happy to be, you know, involved in, you know, a bit of security, and especially on the back of this year where I've been injured, a lot of doubt comes into your mind on what's happening, but the club have stuck by me and shown faith in me, giving me a long contract, you know, and I just hope to repair that over the next couple of years.